Everything entrepreneurs need to know about overcoming brain fog. Table of contents. 1. What are some common triggers that cause brain fog in entrepreneurs? 2. What are the most common symptoms of brain fog? 3. What are some common misconceptions about brain fog? 4. What are some strategies for overcoming brain fog in entrepreneurs? 5. What are some effective methods for regaining a sense of balance? 6. What are some natural methods for restoring clarity of thought in entrepreneurs? 7. What can you do to increase your focus and productivity? 8. What is the best way to monitor and track progress in overcoming brain fog in entrepreneurs? 9. What role does stress play in brain fog in entrepreneurs? 10. How can we buffer ourselves from stress in order to overcome brain fog? 11. How can you stay focused when working on multiple tasks at the same time? 12. What are some tactics you can use to stay calm and productive under pressure? 13. What are some effective ways to improve concentration? 14. How can you create an effective and manageable schedule as an entrepreneur? 15. What are some best practices for organizing and managing work for entrepreneurs? 16. How can entrepreneurship be beneficial for overall mental and physical health? 17. How can we build resilience in order to overcome challenges in entrepreneurship? Introduction. Entrepreneurship is a unique and challenging road that often requires a great deal of determination and fortitude. For most people, the process of starting and running a business is often a taxing and time-consuming experience. However, for entrepreneurs, the stakes are even higher. Brain fog is a common problem for entrepreneurs. It is a feeling of mental fatigue that can interfere with productivity. Brain fog is usually caused by a combination of stress, lack of sleep, and poor diet. It can make you feel dazed and confused. It can also make it difficult to think clearly. The topic of overcoming brain fog is important for entrepreneurs because it can hold them back from achieving their goals. As an entrepreneur, it is essential that you have a clear mind and be able to focus on your business. But what can you do to combat brain fog and stay focused and productive throughout the day? This report explains the causes and triggers of brain fog in entrepreneurs as well as strategies to overcome it and stay productive. What are some common triggers that cause brain fog in entrepreneurs? Brain fog is a common issue for entrepreneurs. It is a general feeling of being mentally exhausted, scattered, and unable to focus. There are many potential causes of brain fog, but some of the most common is lack of sleep, stress and anxiety, and poor diet. There are a few things that entrepreneurs can do to help improve their brain fog. First, they should get more sleep. Typically recommended amounts of sleep range from 7 to 9 hours per night, but entrepreneurs need even more shut-eye than the average person. If they are not getting enough sleep, their brain will start to feel foggy, and they will be less likely to be able to focus. Stress and anxiety are also common causes of brain fog. So, reduce stress. If an entrepreneur is constantly feeling stressed, their body will produce cortisol, which is a hormone that can disrupt brain function. Additionally, constant worry can cause the brain to start processing information in an unreliable way, making it difficult to focus. Finally, eat better food. A poor diet can also be a cause of brain fog. Many foods contain chemicals that can mess with the brain, including caffeine, sugar, processed foods, and food additives. If an entrepreneur eats a poor diet, their brain will start to feel foggy as a result. By taking these steps, entrepreneurs can help improve their brain fog and be more able to focus on their work. What are the most common symptoms of brain fog? Brain fog can significantly impair your productivity and ability to think clearly. Here are 3 of the most common symptoms. Difficulty concentrating. Difficulty making decisions. A feeling of being overwhelmed. The following is not medical advice, but if you experience more severe symptoms for more than a week, it could be very important to see a doctor. Depression. Difficulty thinking clearly. Mood swings. Memory problems. Anxiety. Hallucinations. Severe headache. In short, if your mind isn't clear, then you could be experiencing brain fog. If the symptoms are more severe, it could be something much more serious. What are some common misconceptions about brain fog? Brain fog is a common problem that entrepreneurs face. but there are a few common misconceptions about the situation. Brain fog is a sign of a mental illness. Brain fog is a sign of being uneducated. Brain fog is a sign of being lazy. Brain fog is a sign that the entrepreneur is not committed. Brain fog is a sign that the entrepreneur is not talented. The reality is that brain fog can be caused by a variety of different things. For example, lack of sleep can lead to brain fog, but it can also be caused by stress, anxiety, or another mental health issue. Brain fog can also be caused by a lack of experience or skill or by not having the right tools or resources to handle difficult situations. The bottom line is that brain fog is not a sign that the entrepreneur is bad or lazy, or that their business is doomed to fail. In fact, there are many factors that can lead to brain fog, and there is usually not a single solution that can cure it completely. However, addressing the underlying causes of brain fog can help to improve the entrepreneur's productivity and focus. What are some strategies for overcoming brain fog in entrepreneurs? There are many strategies that entrepreneurs can use in order to overcome brain fog. Some common strategies include: 1. Get a good night's sleep. Getting a good night's sleep is essential for cognitive function and productivity. When you don't get enough sleep, you are more likely to experience brain fog, which is a general feeling of mental fog that is caused by insufficient sleep. Many people believe that getting a good night's sleep is key to having a productive day, but this is not always the case. There are many people who believe that they can function without sleep, but this is not true. When you don't sleep, your body starts to produce a hormone called ghrelin which signals your brain to eat. This is why people who don't sleep often are more likely to be obese, because their brain is telling them to eat instead of sleep. When you get a good night's sleep, your body and brain are able to function at their best. When you are able to get a good night's sleep, you are able to think more clearly, remember more information, and be more productive during the day. Getting a good night's sleep is essential for your overall well-being, so make sure to get enough sleep every night. 2. Eat a balanced diet. If you're finding it hard to concentrate and you find yourself feeling foggy and unproductive, there's a good chance that you're not eating a balanced diet. Our bodies are truly amazing machines, but they don't work as well if we don't provide them with the right nutrients and chemicals. A balanced diet is a key to preventing brain fog because it provides your body with the essential nutrients it needs to function optimally. In particular, a balanced diet includes plenty of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These nutrients help to keep your brain functioning properly, minimize inflammation, and protect your cells from damage. Antioxidants, in particular, are critically important for keeping your brain functioning optimally. Free radicals are harmful molecules that can damage cells and lead to chronic inflammation. Antioxidants are responsible for defending cells from the effects of free radicals, which is why a balanced diet is so important for preventing brain fog. 3. Exercise regularly. Exercise has been shown to improve mood and cognitive function. It has been shown to increase blood flow to the brain and increase the production of endorphins, hormones associated with happiness, pleasure, and pain relief. Exercise also increases the release of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that is responsible for mood regulation. The benefits of exercise on the brain are not limited to those who suffer from brain fog. Anyone who wants to improve their cognitive function should exercise. Regular exercise has been shown to increase intelligence quotient, IQ, levels, reduce the risk of developing dementia, improve mental flexibility, and speed up reaction times. On a cellular level, exercise has been shown to increase the production of vasopressin, which is responsible for regulating blood pressure and fluid balance. This means that exercise can also help reduce the risk of hypertension, a condition that is often associated with brain fog. 4. Take breaks. One of the most common causes is stress. Brain fog can also be caused by working too hard or not taking enough breaks. There are different ways to overcome brain fog, and one of the best ways is to take breaks. When you are working on something, it is important to take breaks. This is especially true if you are working on something that is important to you. If you are working on something that is not important to you, you can still take breaks. However, if you are working on something that is important to you, you should take breaks more often. When you take breaks, you will be able to refresh your mind, and you will be able to come back to the task with a fresh mind. 5. Make a list of goals. There are many different reasons why someone might experience brain fog. For some, brain fog might be the result of an inability to focus due to a lack of energy or motivation. For others, brain fog might be a sign that you have too much information going on in your head at once and that you need to take some time to focus on one task at a time. Regardless of the cause, there are many things that you can do to overcome brain fog. One thing that you can do is make a list of goals to overcome brain fog. This list can be specific, such as staying focused for an entire workday, or it can be more general, such as focusing better on tasks that are important to you. Once you have a list of goals, you can start to work toward achieving them. What are some effective methods for regaining a sense of balance? When it comes to finding a sense of balance and equilibrium, many people struggle. This is especially true for entrepreneurs who are constantly working on new and innovative projects. In order to regain a sense of balance and stick to a routine, entrepreneurs can use a variety of effective methods. Some common methods include setting tight but realistic deadlines, breaking up a project into smaller tasks, maintaining a healthy work-life balance. By setting tight deadlines, entrepreneurs can force themselves to complete tasks quickly. This allows them to move on to new and more challenging projects. Breaking a project into smaller tasks also allows entrepreneurs to take breaks and reassess their goals. By maintaining a healthy work-life balance, entrepreneurs can avoid becoming overwhelmed. There are a variety of other effective methods for regaining a sense of balance. Entrepreneurs should experiment and find what works best for them. By using a variety of methods, entrepreneurs can find a balance that works for them. What are some natural methods for restoring clarity of thought in entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurship is a challenging and oftentimes unpredictable career path. It can be difficult to maintain a clear mind when faced with the constantly shifting demands of your business. However, there are certain natural methods that can help you maintain your focus and improve your clarity of thought. One of the most important things you can do to improve your clarity of thought is to establish a daily routine. Have a set schedule for when you work and when you relax. Make sure that all of your activities are scheduled in a way that allows you to distress. Another natural method for restoring clarity of thought in entrepreneurs is meditation. Meditation can help reduce stress, increase focus, and improve concentration. It can also help to relax the body and clear the mind. Spending time with positive people is also important to restore clarity of thought in entrepreneurs. Spending time with positive people can help to reduce stress levels and improve mood. It can also help to increase focus and concentration. Finally, it is important to journal. Journaling helps you to reflect on your thoughts and experiences. This will help you to analyze your thoughts and learn from your mistakes. Journaling also helps to reduce stress and anxiety. It can also help to develop a clear vision for your future. What can you do to increase your focus and productivity? The best way to increase focus and productivity depends on each individual's specific set of circumstances and goals. However, here are 5 tips that may help you reach your productivity goals. 1. Just be yourself. One of the most important things to remember is to be yourself. If you are someone who needs to be busy all the time, then you will not be able to succeed with techniques that require a lot of focus. Be realistic about what you can and cannot do, and then find techniques that will work for you. 2. Set accountability standards. One of the most effective ways to increase focus and productivity is establishing clear accountability standards. Make sure you are held accountable for your actions and commit yourself to meeting these standards. This will help ensure that you are focused on completing tasks and will help to motivate you to continue working hard. 3. Use technology to enhance productivity. There are a number of different tools that can be used to help increase productivity. For example, apps that help to manage and track tasks can be helpful in staying on track. Additionally, online versions of word processors and other software can help reduce the amount of time needed to complete tasks. 4. Make sure that you are constantly learning. There is always something new that you can learn to increase your productivity. There are books, articles, courses, and seminars that you can attend to increase your knowledge. The more you know, the more productive you will be. 5. Make sure you are rested and relaxed. Finally, make sure you are rested and relaxed. When you are tired, your mind is not as alert, and you will not be able to focus on your work. Make sure to get enough sleep each night and avoid watching television or working on the computer in the hours before bed. When you are relaxed, you are more likely to be focused and productive. In order to get started, you should find out what works best for you. Figure out what time of day works best for you, what type of environment you work best in, and what type of work you enjoy. Once you have a good understanding of your own habits, you can begin to experiment with different techniques and see what works best for you. What is the best way to monitor and track progress in overcoming brain fog in entrepreneurs? Unfortunately, brain fog can be a barrier to becoming successful. It can make it difficult to focus, remember new information, and make decisions. People who suffer from brain fog often feel like they are constantly struggling. Luckily, a few things can be done to help overcome brain fog and become more successful. One of the most important things is to make sure that you are making progress. If you are not making progress, staying motivated is hard. Therefore, this is simple and proven advice: track your progress. There are many ways to track and monitor progress in overcoming brain fog in entrepreneurs. In general, the best way to do this is to establish specific goals and milestones for yourself, track your progress regularly, and consult with an expert when needed. One important way to track progress is to create a personal brain fog action plan, PBFA. This document should include specific goals, timelines, and measurable milestones that you have set for yourself to overcome brain fog. Having a PBFA will help you stay focused and motivated while overcoming brain fog. Another way to monitor progress is by using a self-assessment tool. This allows you to assess where you are and where you need to go in order to improve. There are many different self-assessment tools available online, so it is important to find one that is tailored to your specific needs. Finally, you can seek the help of a professional. They may be able to provide you with tips and techniques that have worked for them in the past. They can help you develop a plan to improve your memory and focus. This can be done through practice, exercises, supplements, and medications. Having a healthy diet and getting enough exercise is also important. These steps will help improve your brain fog and make you a better entrepreneur. Of course, not all entrepreneurs are going to need to use monitoring and tracking to overcome brain fog. Some may find that taking regular breaks and indulging in relaxation techniques helps to clear their head and boost their focus. Whatever route entrepreneurs choose, it is important to stay focused and concentrate on achieving success. What role does stress play in brain fog in entrepreneurs? Stress is a common factor in many people's lives. It can be good or bad, depending on how you use it. Stress has many potential benefits, such as better performance in school, higher levels of motivation, and sharper thinking. However, too much stress can also have negative consequences. One of the most common is brain fog. Brain fog is a condition in which people find it difficult to think clearly. It is usually accompanied by a feeling of fatigue and a lack of motivation. It can make it difficult to focus on tasks, remember information, and make decisions. Brain fog is common in entrepreneurs, especially when they are under a lot of stress. One reason is that stress is a natural response to stressors. It is the activation of the stress response that leads to brain fog. The stress response is a set of processes that the body uses to protect itself from danger. It includes increased heart rate, blood flow, and nerve activity. These reactions are helpful when they are needed, but they can also have negative consequences if they are kept going for long periods of time. The stress response is activated when you are faced with a threatening situation. It is activated when you are under pressure, when you are feeling anxious, or when you are anticipating a difficult task. When the stress response is activated, it can lead to a number of problems. One of them is inflammation. Inflammation is a reaction to injury or stress that leads to the release of chemicals that damage cells. It is one of the causes of brain fog. Another problem that the stress response can cause is oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is when there is too much damage to cells caused by free radicals. Free radicals are destructive chemicals that are produced when the body tries to fight off infection or injury. They can damage cells and cause inflammation. The stress response also can lead to changes in the brain's structure and function. It can cause changes in the way your brain cells communicate with each other. It can also cause changes in the way your brain cells develop. All of these changes can lead to brain fog. One way to prevent stress from being a factor in your brain fog is to take some time for yourself every day. This can include spending time doing something that you enjoy, whether that is reading, going for a walk, or spending time with friends. Another way to prevent stress from being a factor in your brain fog is to reduce the number of stressors in your life. This means trying to control how you react to stressors and listening to your body when it tells you that you are overstressed. Finally, it is important to have a healthy relationship with stress. This means knowing when to let go and when to handle stress in a healthy way. If you are experiencing brain fog, there are a number of things that you can do to improve your condition. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us. How can we buffer ourselves from stress in order to overcome brain fog? There's a reason that entrepreneurs are often characterized as being in the driver's seat. They are constantly making decisions, and oftentimes those decisions are high stress. Given this high level of stress, it's not surprising that many entrepreneurs experience brain fog or a lack of clarity and focus. Brain fog is a common symptom of stress and can significantly reduce an entrepreneur's ability to think and focus. Fortunately, there are ways to buffer ourselves from stress and improve our ability to think and focus. Here are 4 tips. Identify and address your triggers. Some things in life can simply trigger a reaction in us that leads to stress. If we can identify the things in our life that cause us stress, we can start to address them. This may involve changing our approach to the situation or finding new ways to cope. Acknowledge your stress. If you're having trouble dealing with your stress, it's important to talk about it with someone. There are many resources available to help you cope, including talk therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and stress management classes. Take supplements. There is evidence that some supplements may improve cognitive function and clarity. For example, some evidence suggests that vitamin B12 may improve cognitive function and clarity. Additionally, some supplements may help to buffer against the effects of stress. For example, magnesium has been shown to help to improve cognitive function and clarity. Find a hobby or activity that brings you joy. If you don't have time for hobbies or activities that are outside of work or family, find something that brings you joy. It can be as simple as taking a walk, reading a book, or playing a game with your children. How can you stay focused when working on multiple tasks at the same time? For entrepreneurs, it can be incredibly difficult to stay focused when working on multiple tasks at the same time. The challenge is that we are constantly bombarded with information and opportunities, and it is difficult to ignore them all. There are a few things you can do to stay focused when working on multiple tasks at the same time. First, make sure that you have a clear goal for what you are trying to do. Try to develop a plan and stick to it. This will help you stay on track and not get distracted. When we are trying to focus on a task, we need to establish boundaries for ourselves. Setting clear, achievable goals is an important part of staying focused. We need to be able to measure our progress and make sure that we are on track. We also need to be disciplined in our approach. If we allow ourselves to get sidetracked, we will not be able to achieve our goals. It is important to have a system in place that helps us stay on track, whether that is setting specific times for completing tasks or breaking them up into smaller parts. Last, try to keep your environment as quiet as possible. If you can, try to work in an isolated space so that you do not have to deal with other people. If you are working in a crowded space, try to keep yourself as busy as possible so that you do not have time to think. Ultimately, it takes a lot of determination and discipline to stay focused when working on multiple tasks at the same time. However, with a little effort, we can be successful. What are some tactics you can use to stay calm and productive under pressure? In order to be successful as an entrepreneur, it is important to be able to stay calm and productive under pressure. It can be difficult to keep a clear head when the going gets tough, but it is essential to be able to stay focused and make the best decisions possible if you want to make it in this industry. Some tactics you can use to stay calm and productive under pressure include: 1. Acknowledge that you are feeling overwhelmed. One of the best ways to stay calm under pressure is to acknowledge that you are feeling overwhelmed. This can help you to take a step back and take some time to breathe. Focusing on your breathing can help calm your mind and keep you from getting bogged down in the stress of the situation. 2. Don't take anything personally. No one likes to be criticized or judged, but learning to filter out negative feedback and criticism is key to remaining productive. It's important to remember that everyone has their unique set of experiences and perspectives, which means that what one person finds frustrating or embarrassing may regard another person as irrelevant or unimportant. 3. Forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness is a critically important trait for both successful entrepreneurs and those who want to remain calm and productive under pressure. Forgiveness allows us to set aside anger and resentment and focus on the task at hand. It allows us to maintain our composure and stay focused and motivated. Resentment, anger, and stress can lead to distraction, errors in judgment, and even failure. There are many reasons why forgiveness is important. Forgiveness allows us to let go of the resentment and anger that we may feel towards ourselves, others, or life in general. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the negative emotions and energies that can prevent us from reaching our goals. 4. Stay positive. The key to being productive and staying calm under pressure is to have good mental habits. One key mental habit is to stay positive. When you are positive, you are in control of your thoughts and emotions. When you are in control of your thoughts and emotions, you are able to focus on the task at hand and stay productive. When you are positive, you are also less likely to be influenced by negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are thoughts that make you feel bad about yourself. When you are less likely to be influenced by negative thoughts, you are more likely to stay calm and productive. What are some effective ways to improve concentration? There are many ways to improve concentration and productivity, but many entrepreneurs find it difficult to find time to focus. Here are some effective methods that can help entrepreneurs succeed. 1. Use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that involves working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. This cycle is repeated for 4 rounds. After each round, the amount of time spent working is recorded. The Pomodoro technique has been found to be effective in reducing stress and improving concentration. According to research, individuals who use the Pomodoro technique are more productive overall and have less difficulty staying focused. 2. Focus on the task at hand. Some people find it helpful to concentrate by focusing on a certain task at hand. They try to keep their mind on the task at hand and not let themselves be distracted. Other people find it helpful to focus on the entire task, not just the part that is especially challenging. They try to stay focused on the whole process and not get too bogged down in the details. 3. Use breaks strategically. Taking breaks is an important part of any productivity strategy. Breaks should be used to restore your body and mind, not just to escape from work. Use breaks to eat, drink, and use the restroom. 4. Use tools to aid concentration. Tools can help you to stay focused and productive. Some popular tools include keyboard shortcuts, colored sticky notes, and planners. Use these tools to help you to keep your mind focused on your work. How can you create an effective and manageable schedule as an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship is all about starting your own business and making things happen. It can be a very exciting and challenging experience, but it's also demanding. If you're not careful, you can quickly become overwhelmed with everything that needs to be done. One of the best ways to help manage your schedule as an entrepreneur is to create an effective and manageable schedule. Here are some tips for creating an effective schedule. 1. Start by developing a realistic goal for the year. Before you can create an effective schedule, you need to set some goals for the year. What are your goals for the business? Where do you want it to be by the end of the year? These are important questions to ask yourself so you can develop a realistic schedule that will help you achieve your goals. 2. Make sure your schedule is focused. Once you have your goals set, it's important to focus your schedule on the most important tasks. What are the biggest goals you need to accomplish this year? What are the most important projects you need to work on? Make sure your schedule is focused on what's important, and avoid spending time on tasks that are not important. 3. Avoid wasting time. It's important to avoid wasting time on tasks that don't have a real impact on your business. If you're not using your time wisely, you'll find it harder to achieve your goals. 4. Schedule in time for reflection. It's important to schedule time for reflection. This means you need to allow time for you to step back and reassess your progress. This is an important step in keeping your goals firmly in mind and ensuring you're making the most effective use of your time. 5. Be realistic. Be realistic about how much time you can realistically devote to each task. Now that you have a realistic schedule, it's important to be realistic about how much time you can realistically devote to each task. This means setting a timeline for each task and making sure you don't overschedule yourself. What are some best practices for organizing and managing work for entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurship is one of the most exciting occupations out there. It offers the opportunity to start your own business and make your own rules. However, entrepreneurship is also a demanding job. It can be hard to balance work and family life, and it can be even harder to manage work effectively. Here are some best practices for organizing and managing work in entrepreneurs. Implement a systems approach to work. This means breaking your work down into small, manageable tasks and organizing them into systems. This will make it easier to track and manage your work, and it will help you stay organized. Keep track of your progress. Keep a record of your progress, both in terms of your business goals and your personal goals. This will help you stay on track and make sure that you are making progress. Establish efficient communication and communication systems. This means setting up systems for communicating with your team and clients and making sure everyone is up to date on progress. Let someone else take the lead. No one is perfect, and sometimes it is best to let someone else take the lead. This will help you to delegate and to stay organized. How can entrepreneurship be beneficial for overall mental and physical health? Entrepreneurship is a tool that can be used for the betterment of mental and physical health. There are many reasons why entrepreneurship can be beneficial for overall health. First, entrepreneurship creates opportunity. Entrepreneurship is a way to create something new and innovative, leading to new sources of income and opportunities. This can be a source of excitement and stimulation, which can help improve mental health. Furthermore, entrepreneurship can also lead to improved physical health. Entrepreneurs can learn how to manage and optimize their time, resources, and finances by starting and running a business. They can also learn how to solve problems and take control of their own lives. These skills are essential for improving physical health. Finally, entrepreneurship can lead to better personal relationships. Through entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs can build stronger relationships with others. They can learn to trust and invest in other people, which can lead to healthier relationships. Overall, entrepreneurship is a valuable skill and can be beneficial for both mental and physical health. It creates new income and opportunity sources and helps an individual with character development. How can we build resilience in order to overcome challenges in entrepreneurship? There is no doubt that entrepreneurship is one of the most exciting and challenging pursuits available to anyone. The sheer number of possible business opportunities, the level of independence and flexibility that comes with starting and running your own business, and the opportunity to wield creative control in shaping your own destiny are all enormously appealing. However, like anything else in life, entrepreneurship comes with its own set of challenges. From dealing with initial financial hurdles to navigating complex corporate politics, there are a host of challenges that aspiring entrepreneurs must face if they want to build a successful business. And, of course, no business is immune to disruptions and setbacks, no matter how well established. Fortunately, there are many strategies and techniques that entrepreneurs can use to overcome these challenges and build resilience, both in the short and long term. Here are 4 key ways that entrepreneurs can build resilience in order to overcome challenges in their businesses. 1. Be optimistic and understanding of the challenges. While it's helpful to have a realistic understanding of a business's challenges, it's also important to maintain an optimistic outlook. This not only keeps you emotionally stable in the face of setbacks, but it also allows you to be more creative and innovative in tackling these challenges. 2. Be proactive in solving problems. When things go wrong in a business, it can be easy to become reactive and sit back and wait for things to get worse. However, being proactive in solving problems, whether that means finding a workaround or dealing with the issue head-on, is often the best way to overcome challenges. 3. Focus on the long-term goals. While it's important to remain focused on the short-term goals of a business, it's also important to have a long-term vision. This not only allows you to set achievable goals and make progress towards them, but it also ensures that you're not tempted to give up in the face of challenges. 4. Learn from mistakes and move on. Even the best planned businesses will experience setbacks from time to time. However, it's important not to let these setbacks derail your entire business plan. Instead, learn from them and move on, using the lessons learned to improve future efforts. Conclusion. Entrepreneurship is a truly unique and unparalleled form of business. It is an ever-changing and evolving field that requires many different aspects of having a clear and concise mind. There are many different things that entrepreneurs need to know in order to achieve success, including how to handle brain fog. Fortunately, as you've seen, there are many things that can be done to overcome the problem and enjoy tremendous success going forward. Clarity is within your reach. Disclaimer. This report provides information to help you live a better and more successful life. The content provided in this report is for informational purposes only and should not be considered professional financial, tax, health or legal advice. Some of the content in this report is AI generated for research purposes. You assume all the risks of your decisions and you are solely responsible for conducting thorough, independent research before taking action. Please be sure to do your own follow-up due diligence.